pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lord, please watch over this group assembled and help us make the best decisions we can for our town. Amen.
Everyone!
I can't believe Tammy's not here.
Happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps today, since we're being streamed. Tomorrow's Veterans Day, and happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans here in attendance, which we have three, right? Four. You're a veteran too?
Yeah, you knew that.
No, what were you in the Air
I
Force?
was in the Army.
You were in the Army? Okay, we have four veterans. Wow. Okay.
All right, roll call. I'm here. Eddie Menzel, I'm here. Phil Fowler,
Here.
Lori Choate,
Here.
Tammy Edwards, absent.
Mhm.
Bob Nichols is absent. Kenny Meyer,
Here.
present. Chad Clark.
Here.
present. Samantha DeWester, absent. Donald is present.
Here.
All right, consideration of minutes.
I move that the minutes be approved as presented.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Now, council reports for informational purposes only, and honestly, we don't have current town council reports.
Well, I just want to mention to everybody, because of the holiday schedule, the next town council meeting is a week from tomorrow.
Well, Ricky did,
Ricky's on vacation.
yeah, I know. Due diligence.
Well, his folks are moving to Florida, so he may be leaving us. Would you mind giving us an update, Phil, what happened last month?
Oh, just roughly?
Yeah.
Well, we had a big discussion on our sewer upgrade.
Mhm.
We had a discussion about that. There were some changes as far as also on the, sorry about that, our community crossings grant. There were some changes in one having to do with like this sidewalk out here that had gotten messed up and then we were busy replacing. Was going to cost us an additional $7,800, but we were getting $29K back from another item that had been performed by the community crossings grant, so that's already been taken care of as well too. We had some other things to consider, some ordinances as well too, but things got tabled pretty much. I don't know if they're going to be brought up to the council next week, but we shall see. Other than that, not much else.
Thank you.
Cool.
You will find a letter from Darlene. This will be like the public speaking section, but she's not here to attend. She just wanted to let the commission know what is in the email. If you'd like to read that. Mainly it's about concerns about the ice cream shop, and the English may want to rediscuss the limitations on their closure times in the future.
I'd like to go ahead and discuss this if you don't mind.
Darlene's letter?
Yeah, well, one of the things I wanted to bring up, since they have to go, they still have to come in front of the council with a plan as well too. Don't we? I mean, since they've already gone ahead and crossed got the variances, don't they have another planning stage that they have to?
No, I think.
The tech review. That's what I'm talking about. Don't they have isn't there a tech review on this? Wouldn't that get addressed then? That's basically what that's.
Pre-construction.
Yeah. I would think that would be brought up in the pre-construction meeting.
Okay.
It is something that could be, because they'll be attending that, or they should be there. And and I guess that's something that we can go ahead and bring up, because I don't know that you want to go ahead and discuss it now, but none of the parties here, we have a letter, but that's about as far as it goes.
What is she asking us to do?
I-
I don't understand.
Well, I'd like some, that's, like I said, as far as clarification, I think, when we do the tech review, we.
There was, what she was asking for was, when they came around the building and came out of the drive-through, that the lights were shining straight at it. They wanted her to wanted to either move the drive-through going over just a little bit so it didn't hit her windows, or agree to not have the drive-through out open past 9 p.m. so no headlights would shine at her house.
And
And
that's what they agreed on.
I thought
That's what the plan commission agreed on.
But that's,
What my understanding was, what he said, if they were allowed to put in that extra entrance there, we would be willing to close at 9 p.m. So, and then I didn't know, somewhere along the line, I'd heard that maybe they said, well, just forget it, we'll just use the one entrance.
Well, I discussed with them having just an entrance and exit onto State Road 39. And they thought that NDOT might not go along with that.
well, it's been approved for both exits.
What's that?
It's been, when they came to the BZA, we approved it for both exits. They have State Road 39 and they have the road onto Lattice or whatever.
But the understanding is
Terrace
that.
Drive, yeah.
Terrace Drive.
The understanding is, though, the entrance is on 39 and the
That's-
egress is on Terrace. So, I also thought they were gonna put some greenery up there that was gonna block those lights as well, too. So,
They ended up agreeing on a 6-foot privacy fence along
Yeah.
their property.
Well,
Yeah, I thought that's what was agreed upon and all that stuff. Well, when they came to the BZA, there was nothing about the 9 o'clock. That was,
That's correct. There wasn't, I was at the.
So what is SPR 2501?
that's when they came, that was the special request because they were questioning whether they were authorized to have a drive-through window. So they had to ask permission to have a drive-through window,
So
so.
that's what they did on the SPR 2501.
when we did
And
that-
so she says that she's heard that, that's gonna be, that they're trying to get that taken out of there. So is that?
No,
But they would have to apply for that, right?
we've already given permission to have the drive-through window. It was all their, everything they requested through the BZA was approved.
And if this is a seasonal, an operation, we're talking about 9 p.m. If they're closing at 9 p.m., the sun goes down around 8:30, 9 o'clock, I don't see an issue here.
well,
I
They
would
originally
like-
say that the ice cream shop was only gonna be
Yeah.
open from like April till.
Yeah, that's what I'm
March
saying. It's a
till
seasonal
October.
well, at this juncture, I personally have thought that all of her arguments were satisfied.
Yeah, because she
I
didn't
thought
say
that
anything at the
in
BZA.
planning, and then when we came back for the final hearing of the site plan review, they hadn't been. All right, but then we made more adjustments, we put stipulations in
We
there
did,
to appease her,
we did.
and now it's gone through BZA.
Right.
And my understanding is that when it went through BZA, she was good with what was decided at the BZA, and now here we are again, she's not happy. So,
I would go ahead and wait here. As far as this is concerned, it's just that we perform no action whatsoever on
Yeah,
this.
because I don't even see that she's asking us to do anything. I mean, there's no action point on here that I see.
Agreed. So, I mean, but that's up to you, what your president.
well, planning board report.
Okay.
Okay. June, 1, 2, 3. We issued 3 single-family building permits for DR Horton. We issued 1 remodel permit to Sam Schaefer for this building down here, that's wanting to turn into a laundromat that is for sale now.
Yeah.
In July, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 15 single-family building permits issued to D.R. Horton in Homestead.
Mm-hmm.
The market has fell off quite a bit, but I don't think the data center thing helps at all.
I'm sure it doesn't.
August, we issued 2 building permits. One was a plumbing permit to Cleveland Brothers, which was a sewer repair. And the other was an electric permit to the sewer plant for an electrical upgrade out there. In September, we issued 1 single-family dwelling permit to D.R. Horton in Homestead. And we issued a permit to John Falkenberg for 3037 Glacier Drive, a business building. In October, we issued Roy Tooley, the homeowner, and Peterman Brothers, an electrical permit for an electric upgrade to put an electric furnace in. And we issued 2 building permits to D.R. Horton for single-family dwelling. That's about it. Things have gotten way slow at Homestead, and I believe that is due to our federal government defunding paying rent for immigrants.
I don't know anything
I think a lot of it
about
has
that.
to do with the data center.
Well,
my personal
Yeah, I
opinion.
think the data center plus the
That's
market
scary.
has fell off everywhere,
Well,
and
I know.
everywhere in the city. I haven't seen a major price decrease, but I have seen a slowdown everywhere.
But around holidays, you don't really have that kind of money.
When they were building Section 8 out there, one corporation bought 30 homes before they were built. And they are all full of immigrants, Haitians and Nigerians and people that can't speak our language.
I took a box, I got dropped at my house to one of them, and they
Well,
kind of tried to chew me out for delivering the box that was left at my, and I was nice enough to their address, and
Well, for the record, we don't have anything against them.
I know.
Thank you.
but I know.
No, we don't.
No, immigration built this country.
Exactly. Indians were here before us.
Well, over the last 6 weeks or so, I've had to go to that housing addition in Section 8 and walk the sidewalks and the curbs with D.R. Horton. And it was supposedly with our town engineer who didn't make the meeting. He fell and hurt himself or something. But they had several sections of sidewalk that they had to replace, several sections of curb that they had to replace, and then there were cracks that they had to grind out and put epoxy in. Somebody drove a car on a section of that curb. Had to have been 30 minutes after they got done with it. They had to bust it out and redo it. And then someone wrote their name in another section on a different street out there in the fresh concrete. I didn't make them change that out. They changed out the one that got the car drove in because it affected the function of the curb, the drain function of it. But all right, our public hearing is our plan commission schedule.
None of these hit any holidays at all? Have you seen whether they have?
This was prepared by Marianne.
Oh.
She did all the schedules for all
You didn't have
the,
any input?
follows the same thing we had to do this time. I mean, no, I didn't particularly care.
Notice how November the 10th shows up again, right? One more time.
It's a Tuesday this time.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's better than say it'll be on a Wednesday. So.
I'll say, I guess we need to
Third or fourth
discuss.
of that service.
For the, we still need to open the public hearing, close the public hearing, and have the vote.
Oh, on schedule?
Yeah, we do.
Well, unless Lauren is gonna go ahead and, object to this thing, I think of having a public hearing is a moot.
No, I guess we probably better do it though.
It's procedure, that's all.
Okay, I move that we open a public hearing on our schedule.
On the second,
I second it.
all in favor?
Gonna say anything, Lauren? I move that we close the public hearing.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I move that we approve the list as presented.
Everybody all right with it?
Yeah.
So,
I won't be here on the 10th of February.
so you move that we approve it.
Right.
All you need is a second on
Second.
that. Second?
I'll second it.
I'll
Oh,
third
you
it.
already did,
Somebody
go ahead.
opposed it?
Right, good job. Jackson.
Thank you. I know it's tedious.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Ricky's watching live from Florida.
We have actually somebody watching.
Instead of cartoons?
No, we are cartoonish enough.
Instead of cartoons.
All right, we have nothing under old business, so new business would be discussion on, UDO 6.1.10 window signage.
The chapters in the, on your computer too, if you want to pull it right up and easy.
Yeah, the first one is window signage.
Sage.
New word. Oh, boy, I can read that. No?
It's gonna be, number 10.
Oh. Oh, press F10?
No. You'll have to zoom in and then it's number 10 on the page.
Oh, okay, I see it. I will have to zoom in.
And break out your bifocals.
I have trifocals on, actually. Okay. Window signage is any sign that gets placed inside a window or upon the window panes or glass, either inside or outside the building, visible from the exterior of the structure.
All right, window signage does not require a permit. According to that ordinance. All right, so, I mean, for me, I don't have a problem with people covering the entire window with a sign, because you could have drapes, you could have blinds, you could have curtains that would do the same thing as a sign, would cover you being able to visually look in that window. I did speak with, not Matt, but Mark, one of our police officers. He thought that in some instances, that might be a public safety thing, like if there was a crime being committed in there, or somebody being held hostage, or whatever, you could see through the window from the outside.
How many hostage
Well-
things that we had in Monrovia in the last, say, 10, 20, 30
Right.
years?
For me, I honestly think that that is too controlling of us to tell people that they can't have their whole window covered inside.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that that's the way of the future. A lot of people are using those window coverings.
Right, they're everywhere now.
And to police that, in my opinion, is hurting the businesses really. And we don't want to hurt our businesses.
Right, and we don't need to vote on any of this tonight. We can vote at our next meeting, which Donald and I have just discussed it. We think we probably won't need a meeting until January unless somebody all of a sudden comes up.
We're past the deadline already for filings.
Are we?
Right.
The only thing that it might be would be the order to demolish or order to repair that we're working on for a couple homes. We'll see if we get those in for next month or January.
All right, so I mean, that gives that'll give us some time
Until
to,
the 13th, James.
to kick it around a little bit. And I think maybe I'll talk to the fire chief and
Sure.
see what his thoughts might be on it.
My main purpose of bringing it up was to kind of get your ideas on it, because we have many businesses in violation of the ordinance. So do we either change the ordinance, enforce the violations, or just
Yeah, because
let it be?
you're saying in here, in this, it says the window sign cannot cover more than 25% of the window area.
That's
The
thing
biggest
I
one's
think
the
that
bank,
needs to be
ain't it?
changed.
I'm sorry.
Bank's whole window's covered, isn't it?
Right.
Well, there's like 3 or 4
Well,
places.
and at the bank, everywhere that one of those window signs, that's an office on the other side of that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's privileged information of the bank, you know, but they could just pull down the window shade. So why not let them have their sign? And I think what we should do is just take out the 25%.
I think we need to remove that statement.
There.
I agree.
Just take out the 25%.
I agree.
Is that the general recommendation of everybody, so they can move forward with?
Well, I move that we go ahead and remove that sentence, that statement.
Currently, I don't have an ordinance made to change that, so I would need to do that.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Well, I move that you go ahead and create an ordinance.
right, so that would be the next thing that
Right,
we,
and then we can vote on it.
At the next
meeting.
I mean, does anybody else have objections?
No, I agree with that.
and that was to create the ordinance to remove the 25%.
But yeah, where it says, the line in there that says specifically, it says,
Cannot cover
it says,
more
the
than-
window sign cannot cover more than 25% of the window area. That's,
Yeah, just take that out.
that sign out. Yeah, just take that sentence out. Be fine. I think the rest of it's fine,
Okay, thank you.
because a sign permit is not required for the window sign.
Can I throw one other thing in
Yes, sir.
there? So we're talking about window signings, just drop down to 11. It says pretty much the same thing on doors. If you got a glass door, do we want to address that? I mean, just asking. Does somebody?
Oh, that's a good
Does
point.
the bank
Same
have
thing.
stuff on their doors? I mean, if you got a glass door, do you want to change the? I mean,
Door signs must not be illuminated, rather, and a sign permit is not required for a door sign. But that's the only other thing on there. It says the sign should not cover more than 25% of the door area, and I don't agree with that. I think that should be moved
Yeah.
as well, too. It just says the door signs must not be illuminated, which means if a business they're closed, they don't need to keep that door lit up all night, like say a Dollar General or whatnot, so.
Right, so it's 11 and 12.
I agree.
Both need adjustment.
10 and 11. 10 and 11.
It is 10,
10
11.
and 11, yeah.
That's correct.
That's my recommendation.
Yep.
I agree.
No, I agree, absolutely. So he's gonna develop an ordinance then?
Yep, to get that, so that we can vote on it next meeting.
Sure.
And then same kind of thing for the next one, whenever we're ready to move on.
The outdoor eating area?
Well,
Get to that.
now you open the can of worms, because you know I'm a proponent of the taco truck. Because I feel like it looks terrible in the middle of the town.
How are you getting to that?
Because,
I closed it. Where's it at?
Go to the email and click the meeting packets button.
I'm already, okay, I just go back to, it says November 10, and I go down here to
Yep.
the
I
eating
cheated.
areas, and here we are. I gotta zoom in again. 100, okay.
There we go.
Outdoor eating areas.
Hey, show me how you got to that.
Yes, sir. I'll do that right here, okay? All right,
If you'd like any assistance, I can get up and come over.
Pardon?
If either of
I
you guys
just
would like
brought
any
this
help.
down, and there we
Oh,
go.
I know, I printed it out.
Okay.
I don't mind using my own name.
In order to get.
We don't mind, if you let me know what you'd like provided,
No, it's okay.
I can have it ready
I'm there,
for you.
I'm at the last minute and I don't print it, but I like to read it
And you can
before.
go ahead.
Right. And that's-
Sitting on the couch instead of at
Any
my
specific
computer.
number?
There it is, right here.
Any specific
There's
number
no problem.
for
it's 4.12 is the outdoor
Yeah,
eating area
outdoor eating area.
it? 1, 2.
on the UDO.
I didn't know. If it was specific.
All right, we have two
Well-
out,
Mostly going to be C and D.
we have 3 outdoor eating areas that are already in existence before we adopted this UDO.
Yes, Freyberg's is one of them.
Well, so we have
We
4.
didn't-
Yeah, because they've They've had tables out there before.
Right.
Remember when they were selling ribeye sandwiches and stuff?
Right, we have Freiburg's, we have the
Farm
Farm
Brew.
Grill, the Mexican restaurant, or the family restaurant has one table out there with an umbrella.
And Farm Brew, they set stuff out too.
Right, all right. Farm Brew is well back away from the street, okay? The two
Yeah.
on Main Street, the Barn Grill and the family restaurant,
They're right up on the side.
they are on the sidewalk. But I went over there today and measured. They have 4 foot 8 inches. All right, the bar and grill has these drums out there, wooden drums that are out there. All right, if they slide those wooden drums in to the crack in the sidewalk, the relief line of the sidewalk is 5 feet. So they're only this far over it.
Yeah.
All right,
About Main Street, are they,
what's
what
that?
about Main Street, are they within 5 feet?
That's the one that I'm talking
That he's
about.
talking about, yeah.
There's two
You got Main Street, what's the one on the corner, what's that?
Family restaurant.
family restaurant, that one.
Right, they have the little poles that hold their rope are out across that crack, but both of them could easily slide their stuff back and meet the 5 foot area
And
that you're supposed to.
honestly, if they have a business there, I don't have a problem with it. It's when they don't have a business there and they just set up shop in a truck.
Well,
I have a problem with that.
we'll get to that.
Okay. And it
Yeah,
says right here that if it's 7 days or more, then it's considered permanent. And then it should have, the taxes that they pay should be business taxes and not vacant land.
Right. For me, I feel like, and I don't know if this is legal, I believe that it is, that all of these ones that were in place before this UDO got adopted should be grandfathered in. All right, I do feel like they need to allow that 5 foot walkway
Agreed.
for the sidewalk.
Right.
All right, but that's quite easy for them to.
It is, especially the space thing.
The taco truck over here, in all honesty, that thing should have gotten a permit to even be put up, all right? And they have, that truck is out there right now probably with that red and blue light flashing, which is annoying.
Yeah.
All right, and it makes you think that there might be an emergency vehicle sitting there. And when you're coming north on 39, when you go to look west, that stuff is obstructing your view until you get up. I mean, when you get up to the stop sign,
Then you see, yeah.
you can see all right, but, and I don't know, we all drive differently. As I'm approaching that sign, I'm looking that way to see if anything is coming. Not that I'm gonna run the sign, but, you know,
Right.
I mean,
No, I know exactly what you're.
That's where that white line painted there is because that's where you're supposed to stop. So if, buses or whatever is making that corner, but if you stop there, you cannot see.
You can't see,
You
right,
can't see to the west.
right.
because the truck is in no way.
And that taco truck is taken away from our businesses that do pay commercial taxes.
Right, it's taking business
And you
away
keep
from
frequenting.
town
I have
business.
never been at it.
No,
And to be honest with you, I'm surprised that we haven't had some of those business owners complain about it.
Yeah. We're the people that live in that house.
The
Bad
people
lights,
live in-
like,
the people who live in the yellow house, that he's largely upset,
yeah,
you know, I mean, he doesn't like,
rightfully so.
does not like being there, you know, I mean,
but, how often do we see anybody come to the council meeting or whatever and complain about
they
this? Or
don't.
is anybody, nobody's here?
Who owns the property? Is that Nancy's?
That's Nancy's, yeah. It used to, that
It should be
vacant
rezoned.
area used to be, Bob Marley's dad used to own a Marathon gas station, he used to sit there years and years and years ago. and then the Marley still owned it, and I think he sold it to Pierce, and I think Pierce sold it to Nancy.
Clumpers.
Huh?
He sold it to the Clumpers,
Oh,
and then the Clumpers sold it.
okay, all right, I stand correct.
So Nancy's letting them squat there.
No,
Like
well,
the
never,
windows.
I believe that the
She
place is
charges them.
rented. She's-
Right, it's a hard lot to even put anything on.
Right.
Because Scott Pierce came here
Mm-hmm.
several years ago.
Right.
It's probably been 12 years,
Yeah, it's been.
wanting to put a professional building
Right.
there. But it got turned down because there was nowhere for anyone to park. You know, I mean, you couldn't create enough parking spaces
I remember
and
those
have this
meetings.
building. What's that?
I said, I remember those meetings,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a useless piece of property, but.
It's in an
It's a
odd
small
corner.
business.
Yeah, it's in an odd place.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, something like temporary, like the taco truck, can go ahead and sit there, but anything else, I just never see, I don't foresee anybody actually setting up anything there, because once you've gone ahead and poured a curb there, it's still gonna be a bit of a turn there to avoid running over the curb anyways. It's too bad it's not a deceleration lane that you could go ahead and turn on the 39, you know, if you were going east on 42. That would be great. It's not-
And I don't have a problem with them being there once a week or even twice a week, but I think all week long is just too much for a temporary
People trying to make.
cafe, so to speak.
Now, the point of this discussion is mainly about the 7 days, making it a permanent seating location, which requires a site plan review. That is the violation that they would be in right now. And then, so what do you guys recommend we do? Do we pursue the violation? Do we ignore it or change the ordinance? The same as the last discussion.
Don't change the ordinance or we'll have taco
I'm
trucks
just-
all over
I'm being impartial and just
We
playing.
don't touch the ordinance at all, but I think we should go ahead and send something to the taco truck about the fact that they are violating.
Right, and who do we send that letter to? Would that
the
go to
owner of the
Nancy?
property.
The owner of the property, and then
You
the,
post it on site as well.
yeah, the ordinance violation bureau will have to hear the appeal on it. That's what it was created for.
Now, the steps they would have to take to be in,
That's what they're gonna do to be in compliance.
they would
I
have to
think
get
it
a
needs to
site
be
plan review.
rezoned into one property. If she wants to use it as a commercial property, it should be
Well-
paying taxes as a commercial property.
And the way to get around the violation, to what's the word I'm looking for? Be in compliance.
Right.
Would be to get a site plan review, which would then have to be approved or denied by Eddie and myself, or if we wanted to bring it up to the plan commission, we could do that as well.
Which I think, would be a better idea, because if you just do it, Eddie going ahead, it's just, they're like, oh, well, he's just against it, whatever. This
Sure.
way, it's an official thing, it's been considered by other members of the plan commission as well too, and it doesn't leave you and Eddie as being the owners of the
Good
land.
guys or
Now,
bad guys. or-
That also does apply to the places that Eddie said are potentially grandfathered in, but there's nothing in there that says they are grandfathered in.
But they
They
own
just-
business property
But
there.
they had, that doesn't matter about the UDO, it's about the seating outside being a permanent seating. If they don't have a site plan review to approve it, that's still in violation.
But they're not a permanent outdoor cafe, they're an indoor cafe.
No, well, but the cafe has seats outside, that is outdoor eating area,
But the taco truck is not a permanent fixture.
but the seating is. The place where you sit and eat is permanent, it's been there for well over a week.
And I agree with Eddie, I think that we should grandfather the people that have had it for all these years, because they've had it all these years and get them to move their tables back a few inches. and
Well, that would be
we'll get
part of the site plan review, that we approve that they'll have it, they can
it. So you
keep it.
think they would even need a site plan review for the people that are grandfathered in?
Where does it say they're grandfathered in?
Maybe we could make a code here that says they're grandfathered in, I don't know.
There's nothing in that ordinance about
Grandfathering
anything being grandfathered.
Well, okay, now,
Not-
let's play devil's advocate here. If everybody's coming up and saying, hey, let's grandfather them in, let's grandfather them in, force them to get a site plan review, come before the board, and then we vote, and okay, you're good, and
And then we also,
That's
that
a good
also,
point, yeah.
but that also shows, like, for the taco truck, that we're applying this to everybody instead of just, yeah, I'm all for that.
So your recommendation as a,
The recommendation should be, they should be grandfathered in, this should apply to all.
All right, so we should send all of them a letter.
Right.
All right, we should probably take a vote on that.
we'd have to have a public hearing to do a vote. And I didn't
Yeah,
advertise any of that.
we're gonna have to wait
Hey, we
until
got the
next
public
week.
here.
Well, you don't,
Do we
for
have
this-
to advertise a public hearing?
yeah, we do. So for this in particular, I'm the one handling violations. You wouldn't need to vote for that. This is me getting your recommendation as a council, just as an idea of a discussion of what I do move forward. You're saying I go towards violations and apply it, then that's what I'll do.
I don't think we need to vote on that, I think
No.
that's just a consensus.
Yep.
It's nothing. It doesn't meet the UDO, then do your job.
I just wanted to bring it up first before I went after people, you know? I don't
I
want to
mean-
police the town over
No.
little things like signage. or
Well, here's
seating.
the thing on D, on C here, it says approval by the street department director is required if the outdoor eating area is located within or impacts a public right of way.
Who's that?
Who is the
Who is
street
that?
department director? We don't have that. What is the street department?
It might fall under our building inspector.
But it doesn't say building inspector.
No.
And we know, and Lauren runs public works, that's a different thing also.
Yeah.
So does it fall? I mean, it doesn't stipulate. We need to go ahead and clarify that too.
Or maybe change that to town council. Shouldn't town council approve that or disapprove?
Does it need to go that high?
That should be under the plan commission.
A plan or BZA?
Yeah, or BZA, but
two?
exactly, because I think, yeah, it doesn't need to go to town council.
That's a little too high. I mean, that's too big.
When you're dealing with money, a lot, appropriations, that sort of thing, town council, yes. But for something like this, I think planning commission should be, that or BZA.
Okay, so what are you wanting to change?
He's the president. We go by with what?
Yeah.
I'm good with whatever he wants to say.
Well, so should we send all of these people a letter then? All of the people that have outdoor dining areas, telling them that they need to go through a site plan review?
Okay,
I would tell them that they're in violation of the UDO to get in compliance, apply for a site plan review, somebody will come out, review it, BZ or the plans commission or Donnie will come up and bless her or tell you to get out of here.
yeah, but the thing is I think we should get our ducks in a line before we go ahead and do that. Correct our UDO first. Make sure that we have something that we're gonna go, that's gonna stand behind us, because we've got verbiage in here that we can't go ahead and point to or say, well, yeah, when they say, who the heck is the street department director? I don't know who the street department director is. Do you see what I'm saying? I'd rather go ahead and make sure we got the rule in place correctly, and then we'll go ahead and issue the violation accordingly.
Could we put approval by the planning commission?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that, approve, that sounds good by me.
Now, for ordinances like this, the planning commission doesn't have the final say. We recommend the ordinance change to the town council, correct?
That's what I thought, but
That's what we've done in the past. So I would write it up, the changes. We would present it to you guys. You vote on the changes or
And
whatever
the
you want
town
done.
council votes on the final change, yeah.
And we recommend
That's
that
right.
they
So we're looking
but
at,
what if we're looking at who would approve the outdoor eating area? Those, I think is what we were talking about. Who would
Well, if it's
approve
a
that?
change to the, if it's a change to the UDO, you gotta come up and pick who it is, and we gotta have the town council approve who we picked anyway, so.
So then that should say town council.
All right.
Well, so approval by the street department director should be changed to,
Do we have a city safety guru? I mean, that's a safety thing. I mean, what do we got?
we don't, let's just stick with the plan commission.
right,
Because the plan commission is responsible for the UDO.
I think.
in
that we
building and
strike
stuff like
street
that.
Department director, but planning commission.
Well, actually, yeah. Because down here on the bottom, your outdoor eating areas are used for more than 7 days in the calendar year are deemed permanent. Permanent outdoor cafes and eating areas require site plan approval to ensure compliance with this ordinance and compatibility with the surrounding area and zoning district.
That's my point.
That would come to,
Zoning.
that would come to plan commission. So I issue the violation for that specific part. They would have to come to the plan commission for a site plan review, and then you guys would vote whether they can keep it or not.
That
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan
Yeah, it does.
to me.
And then that would apply to all 4 outdoor eating areas,
Mhm.
specifically that part. The part about the street department director is the 5 feet away from the road. That's all that part is.
But we still have to change that.
Should we, if that's the point though, if it's the street department director, you wanted to change that to plan commission, how do we handle that? Do we just send all of the plan commission to walk over to the sidewalk and say, yes, it's 5 feet from the road?
You're quick on this, thank you, Don.
Well, that's why I was asking, do we have a safety guard? Can you do it as, you know, the town
That's
manager?
Why I
or-
said the building inspector would be the best in my opinion.
Well, that would-
Eddie already does it. He can just go out there. Yes, it matches
Right,
what we
I've
need.
already measured it.
And
Yeah, I would say, yeah,
I mean, it's
it's
just,
But then who would be the judge of,
that's
if
what,
it was in compatibility with the surrounding area and the zoning district? Would you be the judge? of
that's,
that, too?
no, that's a different part of the UDO completely. We're talking about 2
5
separate
feet.
points here. One point is the 5 feet from the road for access for eating areas. And one point is the eating areas existing in the first place.
so,
Okay, I see.
I say Eddie is the building guru. to
Well,
be-
I'm also the building commissioner, so let's put building commissioner.
Yeah.
Okay, building commissioner.
Huh?
no, that's for the building commissioner there. And as far as, and remember, once if they are in violation of this and it does not get approval, whatever, then they can go ahead and bring their appeal to the ordinance violation bureau and they can go ahead and handle it.
Right.
Okay. Any other curveballs you want to throw us over here tonight?
Well,
Your vision's been pretty good.
I do have a question. For people to have a site plan review, is there a fee attached to that?
We could choose to waive it at my discretion.
The ones that are already in there.
Right,
But
because
in the
this won't,
future, I think we should have one.
right, there won't be any engineering requirements or anything like that. The town, our town engineer won't have to overview it, so it really won't cost us any money.
Just my time
Right.
doing the violations and stuff.
Eddie's time if he has to go out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys get paid.
Eddie will go have lunch.
You guys get paid, just
Well,
no
you
problem,
know,
you can catch them on the
my
principal.
point is that these ones that are already grandfathered in, I mean, we don't want them to have to spend $200 or $300
Oh,
No.
no,
or
definitely
whatever
not.
to come in here and get this thing approved.
No, not the ones that are already there.
I think we should stipulate on that there is no cost involved whatsoever.
Yeah, the letter.
In the letter, there's no cost involved.
Because they're already existing as of the date. that we put this in.
Right.
So waive fee for
So,
existing
well-
seating areas, outdoor eating areas? Waive the fee for existing outdoor eating areas?
Yes, I agree with that.
I do,
We all agree with
Okay.
that.
Well, that's part of the letter. We really can't send the letters.
until we get this thing fixed.
I
We
can,
have to send a recommendation to the town council to adjust that. And we probably have to have a public hearing.
That's what he already said, so.
I can,
So we'll have to have a public hearing in January, or do we want to do it? Well, yeah. we'll
it would have to be in January. The only thing I would have to go through the town council is the 5 feet off the sidewalk, 5 feet of sidewalk ordinance. Them existing to have the site plan review can just go to us to begin with. Because that has nothing to do with changing anything. That's enforcing existing rules.
So then the thing they need to do is just go to the planning or to the town council just to change the verbiage.
Of the
Yeah, we
one-
have to change, we have to
I
go
know,
to the town council on that.
So we gotta have a public hearing to change the verbiage from
Right,
some guy that doesn't exist, Ed.
Yes.
Got it.
And that would only apply to the 5 feet of
Good
walkway.
copy, yes.
So
But we probably have to go through all of that before we
can do
actually
it in
send
letters.
letters.
right.
not for them existing. No. If we're wanting to just do 5 feet or the
Yeah, but the thing is they can go ahead and pull this up here and say, who the hell is the street department director? Pardon my French.
But they don't, it has nothing to do with that. Because that's not the ordinance they'd be violating.
If we went over there and told them, hey, move this back 4 inches,
They'll do it.
they'd move it back, and then that part, we don't even have
Yeah.
to worry about that, then it's only that they're a permanent seating.
Okay,
structure.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead, do it.
So I can go ahead and send the violation letters.
Yeah, you can do that,
And I can schedule it for
and you can
January.
set up the hearing to go ahead and modify this.
But don't you think that the taco truck should have a different letter? Because they're in violation of D, not C.
I wasn't gonna send out letters about C immediately. Like we just discussed, maybe we just walk over there and say, hey, move it back a little bit. Let's not make a stink about
He's
it.
just gonna go ahead and have.
Right, so you're not gonna send a letter to the taco truck?
I will include it, but that letter also goes to the other 3 places.
The D is the item that he's concerned with. That's what that letter's gonna go out
So, okay, so that, you're saying that you're gonna send the D letter to everybody?
Yes,
Okay, I agree with that.
because as of right now, they're all in violation.
Right.
And I'm not trying to police
Not a
people.
D, a C.
I just wanted to know what you guys wanted me to do before I just do it,
Yeah.
right? That way I have some backup.
Oh, before they show up at your house.
I
And torches.
got
yeah.
4 vets behind
Been
me.
there, done that, got teeth, yeah. Okay,
All right, so he's gonna go ahead and send the letters.
Right.
Correct.
For the site plan review stuff.
and you're gonna go ahead and set up for a public hearing for C, so we can go ahead and modify the verbiage.
Yes, and that'll be in
For
January.
both, for that and the previous one.
Yeah. Can we go ahead and put that in one ordinance, or does it have to be 2 separate ordinances?
What, changing the verbiage?
For both of we're discussing 2 pieces of the UDO.
Right.
We
We're
need to,
not changing D, we're just changing C.
Right.
I'm not talking about that, I'm talking about, we also made a change to the window sign.
2 parts of the window signage.
2 parts of the
Yeah.
design.
So I guess what, you're gonna have to issue 2 ordinances.
3,
Oh, yeah.
which I haven't been here as long. Can I combine those into one? And just have one ordinance that says it changes these 3 things?
Well, I don't know. What if, and I'm just gonna use Lauren as an example since Lauren's here. What if, at the council meeting, Lauren says, well, I just don't like the second. Then,
Right.
yeah, might as well go ahead and just do so.
Individually, well, they're in different sections,
Yeah, that's fine.
so.
But no, that makes sense.
I'd do 2.
One for signs, one for eating
Two,
areas.
3, that way, some things pass, some things don't. You never can tell. Yeah.
Now, for the site plan reviews, we have them come here for the approval. That's a public hearing as well, because we have to vote on it. Do you want those all on the same day?
I don't see why we wouldn't.
Right. Just,
I mean, I'm just saying,
we can pack January.
well, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're supposed to do.
So I'm just asking to be in compliance. I mean, we're not gonna tell Main Street Grill to pull down their building and stuff, but the taco truck there, I mean,
It's not a permanent fixture.
I understand. What is, if they come up to do a site plan review, do we have where's it at in the UDO? What has to be met? Do we have that so we can read it or
I would
find it? I
think that
mean,
it should certainly be out of the right of way.
oh, I understand, but they're gonna come up and say, I wanna see it in writing. Do we have it in?
We have it.
Do we, I know, but what, can somebody point, or can you show, or send out an email where it's at, specifically in the, what which paragraphs so we can read
Well,
up
he's
ahead of
gonna,
time?
when he sends those letters out, he's gonna point to what in the UDOs they're violating.
That's what I'm asking.
Which
That's what
is-
I can read it.
Well, what they're violating right now is that not having a site plan review.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to point to for that. He's asking about what other things do they need to be in compliance with to get
Yeah,
an
because
approval
they-
from the plan commission.
Yeah, so when they come up and says, here's my site plan, what do me as the taco truck do? What do I gotta put in my site plan review to give you guys to approve it? My truck has to be parked here, I gotta have it a
Well,
concrete
it's gonna
pad.
be against the zoning, so
But I mean, okay, so if it's zone commercial.
Yeah, he
if
may
it's
not know what the zoning
it's
is,
not
so
they may
zoned
not-
for commercial.
But that's what I mean, okay, so if it gets zoned for commercial, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, if it gets zoned for commercial,
It's neighborhood.
you know, has it gotta be X amount of feet from the corner? Does it have to have, you
Just
know,
like the
white
building.
lights instead of blue lights?
Well, I think, one
I'm
thing,
just trying to.
I know since you're bringing this up, when he goes ahead and sends this letter out, they're gonna probably call him or contact him, and he'll be able to go ahead and relay to them exactly what they need to do to go ahead and, come into compliance.
Well, what is it?
That's
That's what I'm asking, I would like to.
That's his job.
No, but I would like to, if we were gonna eventually have to sit here and approve it, or look at it and approve it, you are gonna send it to us eventually,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I'm asking. We're
Yeah,
gonna get
I'll have that
together.
prepared for you.
Okay.
Now that they will, the seating area is the issue, not the taco truck itself. Keep that in mind.
Okay,
So the taco truck itself, even though it's on a piece of vacant zoned
It's-
land
It's vacant,
okay.
but it's neighborhood convenience.
constantly.
That has nothing to do with the seating. It's
Right
just
now,
about
we're
the
just
seating.
discussing this seat.
But somewhere in that UDO, that taco truck is in violation
Right.
of not getting a permit
I agree.
to a peddler's permit.
Does the,
They
does
discussed
the
during town
health
council that it's not
department
a
check on that?
peddler.
What's that?
During town council, they discussed that it's not a peddler. They agreed that it wasn't.
That it's not a peddler, but they're on a piece of land they don't own,
That's,
and it's zoned for vacant land, which means they're not paying taxes for commercial, right?
Nancy,
Well,
Nancy
the
paying
property is
taxes, we're
zoned.
just renting that spot to them. If Nancy's paying taxes on the property,
On her property, she is. but
doesn't
on-
she own all that whole property?
She does, but there are 3 different parcels from what I understand.
yeah, but she has to pay taxes on all
She just
three of them.
bought-
But
but
she pays
she's not
taxes on
paying commercial taxes on all.
No,
Yeah, neighborhood convenience is
But she's
commercial.
making money on all 3, but she's not paying commercial taxes on all 3.
All that taxes is above us.
yeah. That's a county thing. I
Well,
think.
zoning is not. Maybe she should apply for zoning for
Yeah.
whatever she's doing there. Wouldn't that make sense? Or does nobody care? If nobody cares, then I'll just shut up.
Well,
It's
that
already
property
neighborhood
is zoned
convenience.
Neighborhood convenience.
We just put an ice cream shop in
Form of
neighborhood
commercial.
convenience.
But they applied for a permit and they are paying, they're gonna pay on
I
a commercial
understand.
building.
But if we put a food establishment in neighborhood convenience, the taco truck's a food establishment on neighborhood convenience. They're skirting the rules, sure, but it's still permitted use.
I mean, if everybody wants it there, who might say? But
You
I
can talk to
think
him
it
about
was
the lighting though.
In our time.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, if we could get them on signage about the lighting, because that's probably a violation also,
That's annoyance or something.
No, it is a violation, that,
the flashing
that
lights.
red and blue light flashing like that is a violation.
It's pretty much white in there too.
It's what?
There's a lot of white light. in
Oh, they're
there.
trying to do like USA, maybe, yeah, red, white, and blue light.
But that's gonna be a whole separate issue that's not us right now. Because we need the town council to decide whether they want to do something about the taco truck or not first.
Well, you can come to the council meeting next Tuesday and
I'll be
complain,
there.
complain about it. I'll be there. Lauren will be there.
It's,
I think
We'll
I'll
be ready for your,
it's been discussed in council meetings. Nobody is really pushing anything about the fact that it has to be back so far from this, the street and all that. That is the main complaint, of course.
It's in the way of the
Viewing.
viewing, so you can see. Yeah. That's my biggest complaint about it. You have to pull up in order to see what's coming from the west.
So you don't have any concern about the zoning?
Well, if it's neighborhood convenience, I mean, then they meet the zoning requirements.
It's an inconvenience in my opinion. But
Well,
like I said,
make sure you got your-
everybody else agrees they want it.
You have a copy of the UDO, you can go ahead and put all your ducks in line, and we'll be ready to listen to your argument. You're welcome. No, that's fine by me. I don't,
You'll listen to me.
I will, I'll listen. I will.
Well, that's the last thing on the agenda.
I'll move that we adjourn.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Now, don't start talking yet. I gotta turn the thing on.
Yeah, be Veterans Day tomorrow.
You can talk, because you're on the record.
Oh, really?
Well, if I'm on the record, I love the Marines today.
That from our chauffeur. Thank you very much.
Hey, I was never, not me.